So, Ninja Kiwi just dropped a bomb. They recently showed off some teasers for the next tower, the tower of which is known as Beastmaster. But what we have been shown is leaks of tiers 1 through 4 of each beast contained within the tower. And we thought it'd be a good time to speculate on what exactly this tower will be doing, and more importantly, the abilities of what I can only assume are summonable animals.
Oh, and by the way, if you like our predictions, go ahead and like the video, and perhaps subscribe for future content like this.
Now, of course, there's the question as to what category of tower this is going to be. And personally, I say support tower. Not only is there not many support towers to begin with, I think it'd be cool to have a tower that isn't just a DPS tank, because I think we have enough of those already. Heroes included, in fact. Our first tower is a fish, more specifically a path of fish that goes from a piranha, to a barracuda, to a great white shark, to an orca. There's also a mysterious 5th tier tower that can't be really seen in full, but we can see that it's massive, perhaps like a megalodon. Now of course, we can speculate all day on what their stats could be, but let's keep it to what we know. I feel like this tower will be a DPS tower based on the trend that all support towers, bar the banana farm, has at least one DPS path, and this one seems the most DPS-like to me. And personally, I'm imagining a tower that roams the water in a large area just to take a bite of them, which is supported by the fact that all these fish in real life have quite large bite forces and are also predators, generally speaking. Everything from a barracuda onwards would be fairly fast as well, because again, they're all fast in real life. Our first tower is a fish. The second path is about dinosaurs, starting with a Microraptor, which, for some reason, doesn't have feathers, to an Adasaurus, to a Velociraptor, to a Tyrannosaurus, and like the last one, the 5th tier is anonymous. I'd like to imagine this guy as a support tower that holds Bloons in place for towers to attack, while he himself inflicts a bleed effect. Now, like all middle path towers, he'd have an ability. My idea of a suitable ability would be something I'll call Call of the Wild, where the 4th tier and 5th tier towers summon a gaggle of Microraptors to assault the Bloons while he himself roars. This roar would cause Moabs to be slowed down by 25% and Bloons to be blown back by, let's say, about 20% of the track.
Dinosaurs.
The third path presented is a bird. More specifically, it's a path that starts with a gray falcon, I think that there's a typo there, and then into a horned owl, into an eagle, and then into a condor. This path, following the trend of support, I think should be dedicated to debuffing, the means of which would be through pouncing onto the balloons and the wounds caused by said strike, making the balloons take an extra layer or more of damage. And say tier 3 and above would have a scaling bonus effect of simply dragging away smaller balloons. Now of course, there's the matter of the actual tower itself. I honestly just think at most it might be like Geraldo, where because he isn't the focus, he'll have some sort of basic attack and we know that's it. Or maybe he won't have any at all. But I'm leaning more so that he'll have, a basic attack. Now of course there's the question as to what category of tower this is going to be, and personally I say support tower. Not only is there not many support towers to begin with, I think it'd be cool to have a tower that isn't just a DPS tank, because I think we have enough of those already, heroes included in fact. So going forward, I'm thinking of the Beastmaster as a support tower. Also, instead of our normal outro, just look at this awesome render error. It just makes me think of a 2010s creepypasta. Don't you love it?